Tuesday's increase in Nvidia shares placed the stock on course for a 10th straight session of gains. As of this writing, the stock was up 1.6% to trade at about $192. A wider market rally backed the action. The Dow Jones Industrial Average increased by 158 points, or 0.3%, while the S&P 500 increased by 0.4%. Technology stocks led the Nasdaq Composite's 1% increase. Despite signs of strain in the U.S.-Iran peace talks, markets continued to rise as investors remained optimistic that a deal could be made. After Nvidia denied rumors that it was thinking about making a significant acquisition, the stock also gained support. Dell Technologies and HP were identified as possible targets in a semi-accurate report that stated the company has been in talks for over a year to purchase a big PC and server-focused company. The report was refuted by Nvidia. A large-scale acquisition would mark a substantial strategy change, even though Nvidia has been actively making smaller strategic investments throughout its supply chain, including shares in businesses like Marvell Technology, Lumentum, Coherent, CoreWeave, Nebius, Synopsys, and Nokia. A move like this might put pressure on Nvidia's profits and capital return profile, create antitrust issues, and perhaps damage the company's neutral supplier status. Separately, Nvidia announced the release of its Ising family of open-source quantum AI models, which are intended to assist businesses and researchers in creating more dependable quantum computing systems. The models are designed to tackle important issues, including error correction and quantum processor calibration. The company claims that the Ising models can provide up to 2.5 times faster performance and 3 times more accuracy in error correction decoding operations. According to Jensen Huang, the technology is a step in the direction of scalable quantum computing. According to him, AI is necessary to make quantum computing feasible. Ising turns brittle qubits into scalable and dependable quantum GPU systems by turning AI into the control plane, or operating system, of quantum machines. Analyst group Resonance predicts that the quantum computing market will reach $11 billion in 2030. Despite the current surge, Nvidia shares are still trading in a narrow band of $175 to $195, where they have been for several months. To move the stock above this range, investors are searching for a definite catalyst. Given that persistent tensions have reduced risk appetite, stability in geopolitical conditions is considered one potential trigger. The uncertainty surrounding artificial intelligence spending continues to be a significant overhang for the stock. Large IT firms, sometimes known as hyperscalers, have increased demand for Nvidia's chips by making significant investments in infrastructure and data centers. Investors are beginning to wonder, though, how long this pace can continue and when it will result in significant returns. Although major clients like Microsoft, Alphabet, and Amazon are still spending a lot of money, their confidence in short-term profitability has diminished. At the moment, Nvidia can't make AI chips fast enough. Nvidia presented new AI-powered processors at GTC in March, including a language processing unit built using technology it acquired in December when it paid $20 billion to acquire chip firm Grok. According to chip analyst Ben Bajarin of Creative Strategies, we simply don't have enough compute, which really just highlights Nvidia's central theme, which is compute equals monetization. A freestanding rack of Nvidia's newest Vera central processor units was also presented at GTC as agentic AI changes compute requirements and boosts CPU demand. The first significant buyer of Nvidia's standalone CPUs is Meta. In a comprehensive agreement made public in February, Meta promised to install millions of Nvidia chips in its several data centers across the globe. Additionally, Meta added $21 billion to a previous $14 billion deal with CoreWeave last week, increasing its computational capacity. Meta will increase its computational capacity by utilizing Nvidia's Vera Rubin rack-scale computers in CoreWeave's data centers in addition to its own data centers. Last week, several industry executives, such as Alphabet CEO Sundar Pichai and Amazon Web Services CEO Matt Garman, expressed a need for more AI compute in light of the expanding opportunities for monetization. Nvidia's increases, according to Bajarin, are probably a reaction. According to Bajarin, everything they do looks very attractive if we're in that scarcity of power, infrastructure, and need to deploy for AI monetization. It's just encouraging indicators that people have been searching for to support the cycle's longevity. Gains in Nvidia's stock are probably due to two things. For starters, Nvidia has released a lot of news this month. With the release of Ising, an open family of quantum AI models already in use at laboratories EeroQ, Conductor, IQM, and prestigious institutions, the AI chip manufacturer said on Tuesday that it had ventured beyond its primary GPU business. 2. On expectations that the U.S. dispute with Iran is coming to an end, the stock market has shown unexpected resilience this month. Over the past 10 sessions, the S&P 500 has now increased by 9.8%. Investors have returned to high-growth companies like Nvidia as a result of this momentum. Wedbush tech analyst Dan Ives stated in an interview that investors are pouring money into semis and hardware because the software industry is being sold off at any price. Last week, the Taiwan stock market reached a record high as investors ignored geopolitical concerns and poured money into trading AI devices. After a dismal first-quarter performance, Nvidia's mood seems to have completely changed. In the first quarter, Nvidia's stock fell 7.6%, lagging the Nasdaq Composite, Dow Jones Industrial Average, and S&P 500. Nvidia slipped below the psychologically significant 200-day moving average in mid-March, and shares completed the first quarter below that level. Even though CEO Jensen Huang announced a $1 trillion revenue pipeline through 2027 at a strong GTC 2026 conference in early March, investors' sell the news response hurt Nvidia's shares because they questioned how much growth was already factored into the company's premium valuation. The stock was negatively impacted by additional challenges the company encountered. The market for AI training chips is dominated by Nvidia, but there was rising doubt about how soon it could turn a profit from the transition to AI inference running models in production. Analysts are awaiting concrete evidence that the recent Grok acquisition makes strategic sense and that Blackwell Ultra shipments will result in quick profit beats. However, all appears to be forgiven for the time being, at least until Nvidia releases profits in a few months. With a 7.93% 7-day share price return and a 7.25% 30-day share price return, the stock has been rising once more since the Ising launch. The exceptionally high 5-year total shareholder return and the 1-year total shareholder return of 88.11% highlight the robust long-term momentum. If you're interested in quantum AI and data center infrastructure, it can be helpful to explore 37 AI infrastructure stocks and compare Nvidia with other hardware and software names driving this change. With Nvidia's current market capitalization of US $477 billion, a 1-year total return of 88.11%, and shares selling at US $196.51, the actual question for you is straightforward. Is there still potential for growth, or has the market already factored in everything that quantum and artificial intelligence have to offer? The most popular story on Simply Wall-Saint claims that Nvidia's fair value is $170.26, which is less than the previous closing of $196.51. This disparity stems from certain audacious assumptions about the potential size of the data center industry. Do you want to see how this story expands Nvidia's existing data center presence into a much larger enterprise based on rich pricing power assumptions and better margins? You could be surprised by the precise combination of the growth path, profit share, and terminal multiple that underlie the $400 billion sales view. This narrative might swiftly alter, though, if competitors win market share in GPU or AI software, or if stricter regulations restrict the expansion of data center power and AI expenditures. The PE ratio presents a more nuanced picture than the 15.4% overvalued narrative, which is based on large growth and margin assumptions. Nvidia is trading below peers at 101.3x, below a fair ratio estimate of 45.9x, and below the U.S. semiconductor industry average of 42.2x at 39.8x. In other words, the fair ratio shows that there is a difference between the current multiple and that greater level over time, and the share price is wealthy, but not extreme. Whether this gap indicates limited upside or the possibility of a mood reset is what matters most to you. 2023 was a pivotal year for Nvidia, as well as the unofficial beginning of the artificial intelligence (AI) boom. Although the stock has increased by more than 1,100% since then, I don't think Nvidia is quite finished. In actuality, there is still a lot of money to be spent on AI, and several forecasts indicate that spending may slow down in 2030. That gives Nvidia's stock plenty of time to keep growing. Considering how inexpensive the stock appears and its anticipated growth, Nvidia may still have significant upside. Graphics processing units, GPUs, and the products that facilitate their use are produced by Nvidia. GPUs were first created to handle the notoriously challenging task of processing gaming graphics. In the end, GPUs were used in a variety of applications, such as medicine development, cryptocurrency mining, and engineering simulations, basically anything that needed a lot of processing power. AI is their biggest use case to far, and demand hasn't peaked yet. By 2030, Nvidia predicts that capital expenditures for data centers worldwide might reach $3 trillion to $4 trillion. That's a significant increase in a short period of time, and Nvidia will be one of the main businesses taking advantage of this expanding industry. Nvidia had astounding 73% growth in its most recent quarter. However, it's only the beginning. Nvidia's revenue is expected to increase by 79% in Q1 and 85% in Q2, according to Wall Street projections. After years of robust growth, it is difficult to fathom the growth of the largest firm in the world accelerating to that level, but that is the reality we live in. Even with these optimistic growth forecasts, Nvidia's stock doesn't fetch a high price. 38 times trailing profits may sound pricey at first, and it is. That statistic, however, becomes 22 times prospective earnings when this year's growth is taken into account. This effectively means that even if various companies have assured investors that this trend would continue for several more years, the market is only ready to price in 1 year of growth at a time. Since we can afford to adopt a longer-term perspective on the stock market, that long-term viewpoint is the secret weapon of private investors. The current price of Nvidia's stock is a great deal if the company can maintain its impressive performance after 2026. Nvidia stock is one of my biggest holdings because I believe all the signals point in that direction. By providing clients with essential data center hardware and software, Nvidia is at the forefront of the artificial intelligence (AI) explosion. As of December, Nvidia had 74% of its portfolio in 2 AI infrastructure stocks, 61% in Intel, and 13% in CoreWeave. Given its extensive understanding of the AI sector, keeping an eye on where Nvidia invests money can be an excellent approach to uncover emerging winners. However, the majority of Wall Street experts believe that only one of those equities is currently worth purchasing. Naturally, investors should never take Wall Street's short-term projections at face value. Prior to purchasing or selling shares, it is more crucial to comprehend a company's long-term growth possibilities. In 2017, TSMC overtook Intel as the industry leader in chip manufacturing technology, despite Intel being the biggest provider of central processing units, CPUs, for personal computers and data center servers. Since then, rivals AMD and ARM have significantly reduced Intel's market share in both areas, and it seems unlikely that the trend will reverse. ARM-based CPUs have already been adopted by Apple, and the Microsoft Windows ecosystem is following suit. Rene Haas, the CEO of ARM, told Reuters last year that his business might have more than 50% of the Windows PC market in 5 years. Similar issues confront Intel in data centers, where ARM CPUs have been installed by big IT firms like Microsoft, Alphabet, and Amazon. Intel founded Intel Foundry, a third-party chip manufacturing company, in 2021. It saw a chance to boost the U.S. chip supply chain and profit from the demand for cutting-edge semiconductors. By 2030, the business hopes to overtake Samsung as the second-largest foundry. However, it has yet to secure any external clients for its next-generation 14A node. However, Intel has revealed a collaboration with Nvidia that may enable it to take on a more significant role in the infrastructure of artificial intelligence. For customers, Nvidia GPU chips will be combined with Intel CPUs for personal computers. Nvidia will integrate specialized Intel server CPUs with its AI infrastructure, GPUs, and networking for businesses. Wall Street projects that through 2027, Intel's adjusted earnings will rise by 57% a year. Even though the prognosis is positive, the present valuation of 150 times adjusted profits still appears pricey. I am skeptical about the foundry push, and I doubt Intel will be a major player in AI infrastructure anytime soon. Therefore, I believe that investors should seek out more attractive opportunities. CoreWeave offers software services and customized cloud infrastructure designed specifically to handle AI workloads. Research firm SemiAnalysis has continuously rated CoreWeave as the top AI cloud available, and its platform provides up to 20% greater GPU cluster performance for training and inference workloads when compared to competing clouds. According to Dylan Patel, CEO and principal analyst at SemiAnalysis, CoreWeave continues to set the standard for AI cloud performance by exhibiting outstanding technical execution and operational maturity in handling large-scale AI cloud solutions. According to the more current assessment, CoreWeave is able to command premium fees because it has the lowest total cost of ownership for AI infrastructure among cloud providers. Large clients of CoreWeave include hyperscalers Alphabet, Meta Platforms, Microsoft, and AI research laboratories Anthropic and OpenAI. However, in order to finance data center development initiatives, the corporation took on a significant amount of debt. In 2025, interest expenses on that debt accounted for 23% of sales, up from 19% in 2024. A warning sign would be if interest costs kept exceeding revenue. Wall Street projects that revenue will rise by approximately 800% by 2029 or 73% annually over the following 4 years. The current price-to-sales ratio of 9.6 seems realistic in comparison to that prediction. As long as operating margin advances toward management's long-term goal of 25% to 30% in the upcoming quarters, this makes CoreWeave a reasonably appealing investment option. Don't forget to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Your input helps create a more knowledgeable community where we can all learn and grow together in the world of investing. Stay up to date with the latest market trends, insights, and key updates by subscribing to Investing Tutorial. We're here to help you make smarter investment decisions and stay ahead of the curve.